right. Here we go. Hello, hello. Doggo, welcome to the chat. Looks like you're the first one here. Salmon, hello. Tyrant, Drome, hello. Leon, what's going on? Sleepy, hello. How are we all doing tonight? Tua, welcome to the chat. Harry King, Spinal Raptors. Man, everyone is just piling in today. Bioweapon said Spinal Base Bite's still really good. Snapjaw does more damage, but the cooldown when you combine it with Claw Attack makes it negligible. Yep, true. So, originally I was... obviously, originally tonight's stream was canceled. Moved it to yesterday. But, work ended up not needing me to stay late. So here we are. Wife's doing some work. She's got some banana muffins baking in the kitchen, so you might hear some clutter in the background later for her doing that. But, yeah, since I'm not working super late, I'm doing this. Got nothing better to do tonight, that I'd be able to do at least. Blue Rose, welcome to the chat. Landon, Calamity, welcome. Hot is this? Ooh, 4-hour server? Oh, that's okay. That's fine. We'll make do. You made zucchini bread today? Nice. Well, Alien, I know about the damage values. I'm just trying to see if using Bite instead of Snapjaw, because it has a shorter cooldown and it's a little bit snappier, more responsive. I'm wondering if it's going to be better for me fighting against large groups that have like multiple dinos, because I can apply more consistent damage. But we are losing out on slice stacks, which means we're kind of at the mercy of Spino groups that have a Snapjaw Spino, so we will see. Oh, you're on a 12-hour drive, Salmon? Well, glad I could be here for you. Lunging Snap, Red Claw, Undertow. No offense. No offense, Faye, but I will not use Undertow. Like, it's not good. It's just not good. I especially would not want to pair it with Lunging Snap because not having sweep to push stuff off of my back and maintain space sounds like an actual nightmare. Okay. It's not... Can I use Lunging and Claw? Not tonight. Some other night. Lunging Snap's a little bit stamina hungry, and I've been fighting into a lot of Sarcos lately, and Lunging Snap just doesn't do well enough against those right now. New build! This right here. Only thing I did is instead of equipping Snapjaw, I'm using regular bite. Everything else is the same. I think Snap is better suited for larger opponents. Yes and no. The thing I have found with Lunging Snap, unfortunately, is that Lunging Snap is only good into hyper-aggressive average players. If you're fighting against people that know you have Lunging Snap and know that, like, they know how to bait it and dodge it and stuff, it becomes infinitely more difficult to use. I use Waterborne already, Spino, but with, I tried Tide Strider the other night, and it just was not giving me enough value. Having Lunge for the, like, having a button that lets me just reset neutral is super, super important. And that's what Lunge does for me. So... Zap Attacks, welcome to the stream. Borderline Blade at Spinosaurus with Streamlined is faster than Deinachirus with Waterlogged. Yeah, on land, Tide Strider's great, but I don't fight groups on land. I fight them on shorelines and in the water. Oh, it's a Sarco. Alright. Tato, welcome! Yes, Faye, solar powered lets you recover stamina faster. Unfortunately, it also lowers your movement speed in the water. Or it doesn't lower it, it's just that you can't use Streamlined, which makes you faster. And that is a super important ability because it lets you heal better, and it lets you maintain space against other Spinos that may not be running Streamlined. And I'm sure Descartes is a very experienced player. He's played this game long enough, but when it comes to Spino, I think I know a thing or two more about build crafting than he does. I've tried lots of different build combinations with Spino over the past year. Yeah, Faye, I know you can use Lunging Snap to move away, but it's very, very, very stamina inefficient. And also, you can't Lunging Snap if you're fighting Sarcos, because Asphyxiating Snap will just take all of your stamina away. If I bring Lunging Snap and I get pulled up on by like 5 Sarcos, I'm dead meat. Welcome to the chat, Anna. Tyrant with the super. Here's to an amazing and wonderful stream. Just remember, keep your bathwater nice and cool for me later. Appreciate the super, Tyrant. Appreciate it. Oh, there's a dead Tylo here. Some chatter in local. Oh, this corpse is not new. Rad's welcome. Alright. We are where the slop congests. Oh my god, Spino Gamer bathwater sounds crazy. Server resets in 40, but I'm gonna see if I can get one fight in. I'm gonna see if I can get one fight in before I server hop. Speaking of one fight, is he just gonna stall for O2? Stall for the SV? Titan on the shore. Second Sarco. Red barred by Stam. We're okay though. One down. Two down. Whew. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Do I think Tylo's a good counter to Spino? Yeah, if you don't play it like a face-tanking Judd, and you actually use its movement. Well, that guy was clearly just fighting a critter, but he's on Titan, so if he doesn't want to fight me, he's not going to fight me. So we're just going to go to the home cave. Tyrant said, question, when do you decide when is the best time to rally call versus when not to? Because I've had moments where I just can't tell when to actually pop it versus when not to. That is a very complicated... That's a question with a very complicated answer. That I don't know if I can necessarily articulate that right now. Like, I know the answer in my head, I just don't know. I don't have the words. I don't have the ability to put it into words right now. But I'll tell you what, when I make my Spinal Guide, or rather when I finish making the Spinal Guide, you'll have the answer. How's that sound? The reason I chose to pop Rally there was because the second Sarko had entered the fray, and I wasn't sure if another one would become... I obviously didn't want to pop it at the start of the fight, because then the answer of, well, we should stall this out is very easy, right? It's easy for them, because they're like, oh, we'll just wait it out, and then we'll attack him, no big deal. I popped my Rally there, even though I was lowish on stamina, because, one, there were two Sarkos pressuring me, and what it did is it forced them to make a choice. And it was a lose-lose choice for them. The choice was, wait out the 60 seconds. But here's what happens if they do that. I spend that 60 seconds healing because I'd already taken damage, and I spend that 60 seconds getting back stamina. However, if they choose to commit to fighting me during those 60 seconds... I have more armor and take less damage from their attacks, and that means I trade better than they do, or than they would normally. So, that's why I chose to pop it there. I wanted to force them to make a very hard choice that they were not comfortable making. They made the choice pretty quickly. They decided to commit even while I had the armor, which fair enough. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and server hop, since this one's like half an hour from expiring. Okay, let's see what people have been talking about. Is it true that Streamline takes away 18% armor? No, that's false. That is objectively false. It actually gives you 15% more swim speed and 50% more health recovery rate in the while diving. It does not reduce your armor. How do I feel about Shatterstride on Tylo? I think it's best in slot. I think it's ridiculously strong. And we're just gonna do that real quick. Okay. Faye, you have a request for a video? I mean, I'll hear you out, but I can't promise that I'm going to end up doing it. I have a large backlog of videos to make. Can I 1v1 a Titan on land if I see one? If it wants to fight me, sure. But if it just walks away from the shore and keeps going inland, I'm not gonna chase it. Could me and Tyrant make a Spinosucho duo since they're both Spinosaurids? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe one day. Also, sorry, gang. I'm eating my pizza rolls that I cooked up for dinner. Pizza rolls are bussin'. They're fantastic. You know what, while that's going, I'm gonna check what the server timer is. 10 minutes, bet. One minute left, then we can play the video game. Woohoo. Why do I choose Streamlined over other hides? Because when I'm playing solo... Jesus, Ramses, be quiet. I'm trying to talk, man. Okay. So, when I'm playing by myself, if I don't run Streamlined, and 2 other aquatic Spinos catch me in the water, I die. And You might think, oh, just go to land, you'll be fine. Well, here's the issue. That's not always safe. Can't always do that. So, the extra movement speed gives me the most possible engagement selection that I can get as a Spino, in terms of picking fights. Also, if I was not running Streamlined, I would not be able to swim, I would not be able to outswim Water Duck. If 3 fully aquatic ducks decided to hold W at me and face tank me to death, and I was not running Streamlined, I would die. Period. End of story. It wouldn't even be a fight. So, that's why. And with wet build duck, there is no going to land, because they're faster than you on land. So when I'm playing solo, Streamlined is mandatory. At least that's my genuine opinion. Playing land Spino solo is pain and suffering. The only time I would ever do it is if I was running solar powered with Snapjaw, and even then it's very, very difficult. Titan noises in Cedrus already. Come on, just let me touch Tall Brush. Come on. Come on. Let me touch it. Armor is very good on Spino, but the difference between getting better movement versus having more armor is, with armor, you are reducing damage you take when you get hit. But if you have more movement, you are reducing damage you take by not getting hit. Eh? Eh? See what I mean? Movement speed's king. Movement speed is king. How do you kill a duck? Pretty easily, actually. You just rage bait them, get them really mad at you and chasing after you, and they'll usually be stupid and just spam claw attack at you, and you can just sweep them in the face over and over again until they're weak enough that you can just finish them off with a face tank. Just don't let them land a bunch of riptides, really. It's the only thing I would say. Okay, I need water to drink, so we're gonna go hit Big Tree real quick. Yeah. Against Duck, Spino's best play is to play defense. It's at a very serious advantage playing defense. Alternatively, you could just out-brawl it on land, but, you know, not everyone knows how to play land Spino. Oh, you want me to show my build? Yeah, I got you. Bite, Waterborne, Drench Strike, Fisher Diet, Streamlined, Lunge, Sweep, Rallying Call is what I'm running for the night. keep dying because Rexes keep killing you? Oh, well. Maybe avoid Rexes then. Can Spino face tank duck? Yes. How do you beat Rex? Don't get bone broken. And try to get behind it where it can't bite you. Yes, Salad, you have to be extremely careful going over land when you're on solo Spino. There's plenty of stuff that you can fight off, but if a pair of, like, Tyrannotitans show up, then you need to book it straight for water. Or even a Rex duo. Hell, a duo of any Apex, and you're gonna have a rough time on land. Would I say Spino's my best playable on officials right now? Yes, without question. Spinosaurus is my main dinosaur. It is what I have the most hours sunk into. I actually think I have more hours on Spino than I have on the entire rest of the roster, combined. That sounded like a Metri. Oh, it's a Serrato. Okay. Good day, Mr. Serrato. Hi, Zemos. Hi, Hydrus. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to, but work sent me home early because they ended up not needing me, so here we are. Where would I rank the Apex Carnies at the moment? I would say... Rex, Spino, Titan is probably fair for right now. Just because Spino is semi-aquatic and does have an easier time surviving because of that. And Duck in the water is really weak right now, so it's not too much to be scared of. Really, as a Spino, your biggest worry is Tylos and other Spinos. Rex is ridiculously strong right now. And Titan is good. Of the three Apex Carnies, I think Titan's the most balanced right now. But I think the imbalance on Spino's kit is purely because of Snapjaw. They made the cooldown 4 seconds when it used to be 6 with one of the recent patches, and I think that was a mistake, and I think they need to put it back to 6 seconds. Golden said, what's the tune-up of the new build besides lunge? Well, obviously, last week I was running Snapjaw with my Spino. My last 3 standalone uploads have had me using Snapjaw. So, I dropped Tide Strider for lunge, and I'm... because I ran Tide Strider last stream, and it didn't... I didn't really like it. I didn't like not having lunge. So, really, that's the only change. What is this Titan blabbering on about, dude? Can you calm your tits, please? Oh my... It's a baby. It's a baby Titan, and it keeps making noise. Oh my god. Okay, Spinos at Stillwater. Noted. How do you become a pro? I don't know what to tell you, boss. Sorry. A lot of trial and error, usually. Crimson Snapjaw inflicts sliced stacks both on land and in water. And what it does is it gives... If the Spino is wet, Snapjaw will give them 2 stacks. If the Spino is dry, it will give them 1 stack. And it caps out at 5 stacks. Current Spino or pre-TLC Charge Bite Stomp Spino? Ew! Pre-TLC Spino? Ick! Ick! Gross! Pre-TLC Spino was slop! I don't like that Spino. I much prefer the TLC version. Spino's Claw Attack should not do bleed. No, sir. Nope, that would make it overpowered. Spino is not built to be a good bleeder. We should not just be giving bleed to things. The Carnivore roster already has too many bleeders, in my opinion. I think Spino's perfectly fine as a pure brawler. What are my thoughts on Suko? It's a very good solo playable. Suko is very reliable. Oh, it's so itty. It's so itty bitty. Any Suko videos in the future? I have one cooking up right now, actually. It's on my back burner. What Carnivore Apex would I recommend to a new player or a solo player? I would not ever on my life recommend an Apex to a new player. Never ever. Nope. Bad suggestion. They will have a terrible time. Would bleed on EO be overpowered? Yes. In fact, EO used to have bleed, and guess what? It was overpowered. That's why they took it away. Do I think Rex deserves a stomp ability? Absolutely not. Rex is already ridiculously good at dealing with small dinos. What dinos would I recommend to build up to Spoon? Well, first you have to learn how to turn fight and how to brawl. So for that, I would start with either Aloe or Dasp. Once you get proficient with those, I'd upgrade to Suko. Because Suko is still fast enough to get away from 5 slots, but Suko you'll get to ease in a little bit into the turning radius of the larger dinos, in that they turn worse. So you'll have to learn how to use your Suko will force you to learn how to use your precise movement and how to play defense. And then after that, I would say you could probably upgrade to Spino. No, I'm not gonna play the Spino mod that's coming out. I don't play modded dinos. Gloss is definitely cooking with the Water Buffalo EO idea. Da-da-da-da. To Slappas Forest we go. Who's the best Spino player on this game? Land or water, Leon? Because there's a different answer depending. Because for land Spino, I would definitely say Toast Coffee's the best. With either Huaca or Spiny being a close second. For aquatic Spinos, I think it's Zerdy? I could be wrong. Do I know Yellowtones? I know of Yellowtones. I've never spoken to him, though. It's raining. This will be good for us. Okay, time to lean forward in the gaming chair. We gotta lock in. What are my thoughts on having a leaderboard of each playable trophies or KD, how you rank them? I think that's a terrible idea. I think that would lead to way too much toxicity. Like, if there's gonna be kill-death leaderboards or, like, win-loss leaderboards of any sort, it should be exclusive to game modes. It should not at all correlate to the current official's experience. Do I think Suko's the best semi-Apex? No, not at all. I think it's a great solo. I think it's super survivable, but I think the best semi-aquatic 5 slot right now is definitely Spino. Duck could quickly become better than Spino with, like, a few minor adjustments, though. I'm gonna be so for real. The bleed heal rates in the water are so punishing right now that Duck would very, very, very easily be oppressive if it wasn't checked. Here are a lot of 5 slots. Spino is my favorite dinosaur, yes. Hi, James. I know I said I wouldn't be live today, but work didn't end up needing me to stay late, so since I didn't have anything else going on tonight, and my wife's doing some work, I figured, why not? Why not? Besides, I didn't exactly get any very, like, super good fights last stream. Wasn't very much good footage, so doesn't hurt to just boot up a stream, see if I can get some good fights in. Hey, Muller. Since I'm Spinal Main, or Stego scene is a free meal for you? If I'm playing full stam build Spino, then I can kill a Stego. I would not call it free, but I can do it. I will say, full stand build land Spino, Stego is not able to run away from. But if they know how to, like, actually fight back against Spino, which is what they 100% need to do, because running away is pointless. They're just... stand build Spino is going to outstam it. And with the slice stacks from Snapjaw, like, the Stego is going to be too slow to, like, really cover much distance, you know? Stego has to fight Spino, but Spino is too slow to not get hit by Charge Tail, and Charge Tail kind of just absolutely claps Spino because it's 160 damage with, like, a crap ton of bleed. So if the Stego plays aggressive, the Spino doesn't have nearby water access, the Spino's going to take a shit ton of damage. But if it's got water access nearby, it should be fine. Really, the Stegos that panic and try to run away are the easier ones. It's the ones that stand their ground and decide to throw Thagomizers at your face that cause problems. Most players playing on the Gondwa map. I actually feel like all 3 maps have a good spread of players. But... damn, that's a lot of apexes. Good lord, that's a lot of apexes. What is going on over there? They're all being so loud. That was a funny visual bug. Can you join my server? I'd rather that you didn't, but I of course cannot stop you. But I'm not the biggest fan of stream sniping, especially when I'm trying to play solo. Okay. Nothing lurking over here. And the big boys don't want to play near the water, so that means probably that I'm not going to get a fight out of that, so. Do I think Duck is Spino's worst enemy? Not right now. It's definitely a problem that you have to respect. I would say Spino's biggest enemy right now is a tie between Tylo and EO. I hear Rampy's over there too. Definitely not worth going over there. Stillwater lit up again, so we can go check that out. See what's going on. Frogro! Welcome! Herm. How many people are in my server? I would guess somewhere around 100, but somewhere between 100 and 120. Still water no longer lit. Maybe the player dispersal is better than I think it is. Like, Cedrus is lit up, but it's not obviously overpopulated, if that makes any sense. So maybe we just keep roaming. Hopefully we find something. No, Burger, I was talking about in the, in this Raparga server I'm in. Can I run Tyranititan in a vid later? I don't really like Tyranititan. Came from south. Hey, Seven. No, we're not bowing to the pike today, Rads. Not today. I'm not hearing anything close by. That could change any second. Especially with visibility in the water being what it is. Yoink. I know there were 2 young Spinos running around here at the bog, growing, like they were questing and stuff. Nope, Mudflats is not hot. Sorry, Glass. I'm willing to go check it out after I check the bog. was for a second. Well, I'm not hearing anything. But that doesn't always necessarily mean anything. Whatever's here, they can definitely hear me. I definitely prefer current Spino over old Spino. It's not even really that close. I play on PC, Faye. Burger said, what I say my favorite playables are based on how it is in game. Top 3. Spino, Serato, and the third one's hard. Because really those are the only two that I can just, like, immediately just say, yeah, I like that one. Ugh. I don't really play much else. What herbivores do I like playing? Yeah, I got nothing for you there, sir. I'm sorry. Well, to Mudflats we go. Have I tried Pal World? No. Not really interested in that kind of game. Okay. We're just gonna keep doing this. He's not on bone break, so... Question is he alone? Wind it up again. Come on. I know you want to. Oh, you are on water dodge. The depth perception's throwing me off. Are you done, Mr. Tylo? Yeah, I think he's done. Oh, certainly one of the Tylos of all time. Paleo, I'm sorry to hear about your dog, man. That can't be easy. How's it going without Snapjaw? Well, I fought a Sarco duo earlier and killed both of them. That was close to the very start of the stream. And the only other fight I've gotten is against a headbutt Tylo that decided it was losing and swam away. But we have a duck that we are now about to fight. Time to see how this goes. Okay, that was bad on my part. He's just gonna keep stalling for Riptide. Oh, mother of... Okay, well, I guess we're taking this fight to land. Because the Tylo's back and wants in on the action. Just clear that bleed off real fast. I can outbrawl this duck on land, so... do out heal it, so we can do a little bit of heal stalling to make up for the difference, but Tylo being a silent swimmer, I don't like that. Got the duck. We just gotta find somewhere nice and well hidden to heal. I think I've got a good spot. Managed to win some fights using my advice? Glad to hear it, Gnome Cat. Wrong way. Rotate. Here we go. This will be better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is what we're talking about right here. Think I'm in home camp debuff range? I'll be alright. Just give it a minute. I just want to get above 3/4. Alright. That's good enough for me. Parkour. 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 Mr. Frog, you know one of the people I fought in my video? Which one? As in which video? You don't have to name drop the person. I don't wanna put them on blast or anything. Oh. Sarco noises? Question mark? I heard Sarco noises in mudflats. Could be interesting. Really? Gang. You're gonna make all this racket? That's such a shame. Lessons were learned. Lessons were learned. Oh, it was in DFC? Gotcha. I remember that fight. How would I fight Namarga? Very carefully. What? That was a Spino 3 call. That sounded submerged. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's that duck again. It has a Kai. Come here, ducky. Ready for round 2? It would appear not. We'll see if we can close distance. Bro, that home kit got moved. Where are you going? If you wanted to get away from me, you would have gone to land by now. Keep checking the water for Tylos. I'm gonna go for the bleed stall. Okay. I think I won that trade, though. Bleeding's gone. We got more stam. Haha, waterborne. Okay, now bro wants to turn and fight. Come on, ducky. You're gonna burn that stam on that murder goose and just do nothing with it? Still see no Tylos. The duck will have way more stam than me, though. bro is not applying enough bleed pressure. He's playing like old water duck. He keeps stalling for Riptide, but it just does not do enough damage, and he's not stacking bleed up high enough for this to actually start really hurting me, and he needs to be playing for bleeds, not trades. And he keeps playing for trades. Dude, I would actually argue Claw Attack Hemorrhage is better than Riptide Hemorrhage. Because if you miss your Riptide, you're giving your opponent a lot of free opportunities to heal off the bleed that you worked so hard to stack. Claw Attack just applies the bleed more reliably. You don't need the trading power of Riptide when you're letting bleed do all the work for you. And I'm back to full already, because the duck cannot apply consistent enough pressure. He's taking me on a wild goose chase, for lack of a better term. I don't have the stam to keep chasing him, because I'm not water sub. We shall see. Bro should not have done that. I went positive on Stam there over him, so we'll see. Yeah, I think this one's up. I think this chase is up. If my Stam bar bottoms out and I see him continuing to sprint swim, then that's kind of wraps. Yeah. Nah, he gone. Smaller duck inbound. We'll nibble it for good luck. Alright. Well, that was something. I don't think the duck's stream sniping, but... See, that's one of those situations where if I had Snapjaw, I would have been able to secure that kill. Bite Drenched solo is a much more defensive playstyle. What are my thoughts on Spinal being on all fours for its crouch animation? I mean, meh. I'm indifferent. I don't really care. What's our nearest freshwater? Palm. Palm Islands it is. Build's probably better for Spino versus Spino. Actually, this build is made much more... I have Spino versus Sarco in mind with this one, as well as Spino versus Suko. Bite Drenched is way, way, way better at punching down than Snapjaw Drenched. Dealing with large groups of mid-tiers, I don't think you can get much better than Bite Drench. Why are they calling him criminal stream sniper mega? I don't know why. I mean, the mega pack thing is more of a hunch than a proven statement, but majority of the time that I have seen Dynakairos players kite a solo Spino that hard is usually because they're waiting for backup, but obviously in this case none never came. Melanistic Thalassadromius. Highly suspicious. But not much I can do about it. And away goes the Thal. Footsteps? Alright. So it begins. Two ducks. Fuck. The fact that those two showed up right after the Thal left has me very suspicious. Alright, let's get this going. Looks like they're wet ducks. Let's see. Oh, they're the slop build. Okay. Then I just do this. While I wait out your murder goose. It's a good thing I had that trout buff. Wait for this bleed to wear off. I'm sorry, bud. Do you not know any other button? There we go. You can take your waterlogged claw frenzy murder goose nonsense and go somewhere else with it. Certainly a choice that you made. All right, now we get lost. What's the revenge hat's gonna do, Doob? Jump into the water with me? Alright, so we are extremely low on health. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna head for the hot springs at Volcano. Bum, ba-da-bum. Volcano's been popping late with mega packs lately? Oh, good. Then we'll have some fun, hopefully. What's the go-to revenge pick you have to watch out for when it comes to people revenge swapping? As a semi, I'm gonna be so honest, Sarko. Sarko and Duck. Obviously, Tylo's a concern, because if I'm bullying terrestrials and I kill one of them, if they bring back a Tylo, I end up boxed in between a wall of more terrestrials and the Tylo, and that's bad. So, but Sarko's asphyxiating snap, draining your stamina, like that will get you killed. 100%. Thal isn't that big of an issue because it dies in like a couple of hits. And I can just dive just below the surface a little bit and kind of bait them into trying to dive bomb me, and then I can hit them. So that's not an issue. But yeah, Sarkos and Tylos are definitely my biggest concern. Suko's another one. If you get low enough in a fight and they bring a Suko, you can't actually escape the Suko, and they can just stat check you. So there's that too. Thanks for the advice, Boris. I will definitely remember to stretch and drink water. Thank you. By the way, chat, that is just generally very good advice. Oh, baby Megs. Okay. Actually, like, Sarko's my least favorite dinosaur in the game right now, outside of Hatzegopteryx, just because Sarko is such an easy Mega Pack lapdog. Because a couple of Sarkos cycling you with asphyxiating snaps, they bottom out your stamina, and then you're just completely defenseless. Two Sukos. Win the next Apex battle, and you'll reward me? You know what, Germs, you're on. Two Sukos. They have a small Spino with them. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Alright, let's see how they react. The stretch of arrogance. one bloodied. Come on, Suko. What's the matter? Hear anything else coming? Oh, you're so dead, little man. Come on. Full stand build? Nope, we are on full water build. We're gonna keep hanging around these pools though, because we're low on health. But we are now at the point where we're out healing them. We gave him a good scrap, I think. They don't want anything to do with us anymore. Alright. Now we're going to take advantage of Streamlined. Now we're really healing better than they are. Or maybe not. But we're close enough. Hello there, Mr. Suko. Give me a little stretch. Just give me a little stretch for good luck. Question is, what are they waiting for? Bloodied again. I hear an Amarga and a Spino in the distance. Ah, hello, Tylo. How are you doing today, Mr. Goober? Well, that explains why the Sukos are so cocky. Yup. Yep, they're working together for sure. Because these guys only know how to do one thing. That's face tank. Well, we need another session of healing, so we're going to come over here and tell them that if they want my ass, they're going to have to come and get it themselves. Unfortunately, those Tylos are able to full rest in the water, so all that damage that I did to them is kind of moot now. Okay, little Spino, I get it. I get it. You're tough, bro. You're tough. I see. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Man, look at him, still bruised up. Alright, well. Have they given up yet? I think the Sukos have. Let's see if the Tylos are still camping here. Watch. I'll walk up to the shore, and if we hear the lawnmower start, then we'll know. No? No lawnmowers? No lawnmowers. Oh, there's one over there. I take it back. Oh, there they are. There they are. There's our Tylo friends. Just gonna come over here, get a quick meal. What's the matter, Mr. Tylo? What's the matter? Am I on land? Am I on land, and does that make you sad? That's so tough. Life must be so miserable for you. I hope you took pictures, because this is the last time you're ever gonna have the courtesy of being able to stare at my ass. Alright, I need fresh water, and since I'm in coastal, I'm gonna get it from coastal. I don't know, I don't think that necessarily counted as winning, but I certainly think it counts as them losing. Hi, Crazy. Welcome to the chat. Have I tried survival at all? I have. I have a Serato grown on there. Unfortunately, every time I encounter another player, they're either a huge-ass semi-aquatic, an apex, or a full aquatic. So it's Spinos, Sukos, Titans, Rexes, Bars, Sarco, and like that's it. That's all I ever run into. And like, what am I gonna do on a Serato against that? Nothing, other than just run away. So I don't bother. We got our fishy fills. What's my favorite map to play on? Definitely Riparia. There's a young Spino here. I have to be careful because Tylos are silent swimmers, but so are Sarcos. Oh. Nope. Glad I did not sweep him away. 102 bite right there. I would have been cooked. But we ball. We ball with so much fuck it. How did that drenched miss? I would very much like to know. Well, we take those, I guess. We'll just get our stand back real quick. Am I hearing? Ah! A Kai. Okay. That's what I was hearing. Twisted's red. Now hold on. I gotta go check that out. Can a Kai fight a Spino? It can try. The Kai itself isn't the issue for Spino in like an aquatic fight. The issue is if the Kai has a Tylo friend, and then the Kai gives that Tylo knockback immunity. That's when the issues show up. Next Apex I fight, I have to win, and I get the reward. If I run or die, the challenge ends. Okay, bet. You're on, Primal. Cedrus is not red? The slop isn't twisted? I just need to find a 5-slot, chat. I just need to find a 5-slot that's willing to fight me. Yeah, Kai would be more of a support role in that fight. These narrow walkways here in Twisted are not ideal for me. That's a small packy. We can ignore that. Second packy. They're chit-chatting with each other. Man. Up ahead. Here's something. It's at least a 3 slot. More packy noises. Quadrupedal. There's a Meg. Okay, this is either an EO or it's an Iggy. Never mind, it's an Amarga. Do we fight the Amarga? Something that we can do? I don't think I can confirm a kill on an Amarga with this build. Unless it wants to try to kill me. It does not seem interested, and it's a 4 slot, so I'm gonna move on. Can't climb up that one. Can I climb up this one? It appears so. I feel like I hear footsteps ahead of me. I need to find like another Spino or something. Something that can't just run. Do I need to go to Slapus Forest to find one? Am I the only Spino in the server? I can't be the only one. Well, technically not. I've seen a bunch of baby Spinos, but no big ones. Come on. How does Amarga fare against Spino? Perfectly fine. If the Spinos get overconfident and cocky, the Amarga can actually kill them. But at the same time, if the Amarga gets overconfident and cocky, the Spino can kill it. It's kind of the nature of two hyper-defensive playables being, very defensive into each other, I suppose. You've never heard it called Slop Forest before? I call it that all the time. Obviously Wilemmy's red, but it takes so damn long to get up there. And if it's Sarcos and you're trying to go through those tunnels and they catch you in those, you're just boned. Like, that's just super unapproachable if there's a mega pack up there. I need a Spino or a Rex or a Titan. I need something to get really cocky with me. Please. I want combat. Please. Oh, Spino! Spino noises! Spino noises! Coming from that direction, which is, Stillwater. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, chat. Is that? No, there's no way I can make that. I thought about it. I want y'all to know I really thought about it. I don't think I survived that jump. I don't think the water's deep enough. That's a packy. We're gonna ignore that. Actually, we'll go this way. I'm gonna get my stam up first. It's probably good enough. Okay, we need to surface swim because we get slightly better stam recovery up here. Anything following behind us? No. There's a pike. I need that. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. Come on, depth perception, stop. There we go. Okay. Much better. We're going spino hunting now, gang. Duck! It's Mela. It's Sloppy. Is there any Tylos nearby? I don't see any. I see you, Dinokairos. I see you. I see you. Oh, yeesh. Okay, right on the shore is a really bad place to fight this guy. Watch this. He's gonna go for the Claw Frenzy again. Watch. Come on, Ducky. Let's go! Hell yeah. Here you go, Suko. Have a trophy. Hell yeah. You know what? No. You can't have it. You snubbed it. It's mine now. I'm taking it to the home cave. Snubbing such a hard-earned trophy. Let's frickin' go, baby. Oh, waystone completed? Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting out of here. Hello, you rhino. Goodbye, you rhino. Holy shit! Germs! Germs! Brother! Brother! That's too much. Germs! Oh my gosh. Thank you, but... what the fuck? Oh, wow. Thank you, Germs. Thank you, sir. You are an absolute fucking legend, my man. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, dude. That, fucking... what did we do, start a trend? Leon with the super said GG Zilla, nice battle against the duck. My god. Gang. Gang. Thank you. My lord. That's actually huge. That, so, okay. Gang, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Alright, and you can't say a peep about this to anybody. Alright, you can't say a peep about it. I commissioned a piece of art for my wife. Okay? As a gift for her being an absolute badass and having our second child this November. Okay? That's gonna cover it. Like, I'm not kidding. Thank you. What tyrant? What the? What the 10? My gods. You guys are insane. You guys are absolutely... I'm speechless. Frog, I think you got your own gifted. Hello, you rhino. Goodbye, you rhino. We're gonna go get some... Fuck, we're gonna go get some fresh water. Oh, man. Cute when I get flustered? What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean, Tua? I found the Spino. I found a Spino. Is he streamlined? Sure seems like it. Ooh, okay. There it is. There she is. Okay. We're winning, chat. We're winning. Yes. Let the sweep flow through you. More. Give me more. You are going to run out of stamina, sir. Well before I do. Yes! Come here. Come on. Let's go! Another one down! Frog with another gifted absolute W. Thank you so much. Germs, I know you're probably already headed to bed, but good night, sir. Holy moly, good night. Oh. Nice health bar. Thanks, Gloss. I appreciate that. Okay, I need water. Big tree is close, I guess. I guess we can go get big tree water. Can't just gift one to yourself. That's so fair. I mean, to be fair, the Spino did try to fight, and then when he lunging snapped at me, he got perfectly spaced out and punished by a Drench Strike, so, like... What was he gonna do, chat? He was also on Patient Lurking with, double stamina attacks. He had Lunging Snap and Drench Strike. He could have absolutely, like, out-traded the crap out of me. It's my biggest tip for playing Spino. Learn how to break check. Because when you're fighting on land and something gets behind you, it's the only thing that's going to save you. Because you have no knockback on your tail attack, and Undertow is a throw ability that you shouldn't equip anyways. Waystone's full? Alright. Wonder if he panicked? He might have. Or he thought he could just get to the home cave before I intercepted him, which he could not. Sarko, Tylo, Kai trio up in Volcano Island. Oh, okay. Noted. That doesn't really scare me, but alright. But Sarko's really the only thing there that can cause me problems, and, like, I just take it to land and beat the crap out of it there. Alright, into Cedrus we go. Cosma! Welcome to the stream, man! I saw you were live earlier. How did your stream go? Do you have any good fights? Rex is coming from Slop Pond. Sanga. That's good. Get your mops ready. It's about to get sloppy. Oh, man. Never say that in that voice again. You can't stop me. I'm here to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. I'm sorry, that Paleo, your reaction broke me, dude. I was gonna keep a straight face. I can't, man. I can't do it. And a Marga. And a Berta. With an Iggy? Okay. That's a big fat no thank you from me. Oh my god, chat. You're not supposed to want the voice. You're not supposed to want it. Did I seriously just... You know what? Fuck it. Lore accurate spinal fishing right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's a Rex! There's 2 Rexes. Oh shit. Can we third party this? I think we can third party this. Let's get around back. All right. Bye, Rexy. All right, Mr. Iggy, you're next. I'm not taking sides. That leaves just the 1 Rex. It's gonna die. That thing dead as hell. A Titan? Does he have a juke? He does. Okay, Rex is just going for whoever. Titan down. Let's get some stam. this bleed off too while we're at it. That Rex is about to be out of stam. I think we have enough to run it down now, force into a brawl, and we're gonna finish this bad boy off. Yes, sir. We are now out of stamina. But we're gonna see what we can do to these herbies. Not much, admittedly. They kite us at this point. At this health, I don't want to challenge that Amarga. So we back off. And there you go. We bagged those. We bagged those for real. See, chat, one of the things that I like to tell people about Spino as a carnivore is that it is not a dedicated hunter in most situations. The right Spino build, like full aquatic Spino build, can hunt other semi-aquatics in the water. Yes. However, when it comes to land fighting, Spino's much more like a grizzly bear in that it's an opportunist. If you want to get kills on land as a Spino, you have got to third-party fights. Unless you run into somebody that's just really committed to trying to kill you. And that fight right there is a perfect example as to why that statement is true. In a vacuum, all three of the kills I got would be able to get away from me whenever they wanted. I can't chase down Rex with this build. I can't chase down Titan. But because I attacked them in a situation where they'd already burned through a bunch of stamina on something else, I was able to force them into an unwinnable situation. Sarcos. Multiple of them. And on land, where we are most advantaged. We'll take that. Land Sarco. Interesting. Anno does in fact outstand Spino on land, fun fact. Another Sarco. Yeah. We're not showing scars, so we bluff that. Oh, Spino. That's the one we fought before. You're running. All right. Well, this will be interesting. Caught a bite on the rhino. All right, we just play hard defense here. It's another free bite. Gotcha. Rhino down. Question of the day, does the Spino home cave? No, but the Sarco comes back for revenge. So we play hard defense. Caught you on the hip. You're dead again. And what did that accomplish, sir? And you're dead too. And what did that accomplish? Back to looking for this Spino. Yeah, I think he home caved, chat. Let's go to Volcano. See if there's anything fun up there. Who do I think is the best Sarco player? I have no idea. I have yet to meet them. No, I could not deliver the Sarco's trophy. It was telling me there was a trophy to pick up, but if I had tried to pick it up, it would have been a meat chunk, because I am still on trophy cooldown. At least I think I am. Most of the Sarcos I find on officials are just Mega Pack lapdogs. Very few of them are actually good. How do I tell? Sarcos that try to sail ride me are good. Sarcos that trade hits with me head on are not good. How do you sail ride if the Spino just goes up to the surface? Well, if the Spino's at the surface, then you stay below it and you belly ride it. With flick bites. Sure, you might land some feet, like hits on the feet that do reduce damage, but it's still free damage. Salad, you have a good one. Bum, ba, dum, bum. That, You watched a Spinal Tail attack a Sarko out of the water and onto land and it died of fall damage? Nice. I'm gonna hope and pray this is another Spino. Better. It's a Titan. And the healing pools could make this interesting. I kind of hope he wants to fight me. Because, like, if he does stack a bunch of bleed on me and he uses the healing pools, he could heal stall me really effectively. He's kind of got an advantage here. Come on, Mr. Titan. Let's fight. Oh, the Sarko wants in? Let's take care of that first, shall we? Welp. Beast Titan. Interesting. Sarko's gonna use the healing pond to heal up. Oh, the Sarko's gonna try to heal cycle me. Okay. Interesting. Missed your feast, buddy. Another missed heavy bite. Come on, buddy. Come on, head on. Head on. Where's your stem? Gone! That's where it is. That's where it is. Lick my Aka. That is what you get. W Suko. Bum rushing the Sarko like that. I'll take that trophy. Tips for fighting with a 2-slot? As in like fighting as the 2-slot or fighting against one? As a Conka, play like you're small and you're frail when fighting into bigger stuff, and that you're gonna feel like that means you have to be extra careful. But if you're too careful, you're never gonna win a fight. You have to be aggressive, you have to max out their bleed, and once you've maxed their bleed, then you're allowed to take a break. If you understand what I mean. Okay, once my O2 bar starts to get dangerously low again. How do you tell if their bleed is maxed out? You kind of have to keep mental track of it, if I'm being completely honest. You need bleed caps at a value of 2. So, you need to go look at Conk's bleed damage on its attacks and figure out about how many hits it's going to take you to max out their bleed, and then roughly account for how much they're going to heal off that bleed as you are applying it. So, like, basically just, like, take the number 2, divide it by the bleed damage of the attacks you're going to use, and that's going to tell you about how many hits it's going to take to max out their bleed. Alright, chat, you know what? You know what we're gonna do here? I believe once we turn in this Titan foot, we're gonna call it a night. And you know what, chat? We didn't have a single death. I think this build might work. I think it's worth it. There we go. Mark stored. All right. Well, with that, I would just like to say thank you to everyone who showed up. Huge, huge, huge shout out to Primal Odyssey Tales, also known as Germs Gaming, or previously known as Germs Gaming. Every single one of you that's here, if you are not subscribed to Primal Odyssey Tales, you should go do that right now. He is a fantastic creator in this space. He's a wonderful guy. I talk to him regularly. And just go shower him with some love, please. Go watch his videos. Do something. His rebrand has been a little bit hard on him, and I think it would be great if there was an outpouring of appreciation for him and his new style of content he's trying to push. So with that, I will bid all of you lovely people a wonderful good night. I will see you all tomorrow.